Good afternoon, everybody from Chuckadelphia. I am here in Bridgeport. Some of you sent us some questions for Dr. Fortino, and Dr. Fortino has been kind enough to respond to them. So I'm going to send you over to Dr. Fortino in Washington Township, New Jersey, to answer those questions. And I'll be back to you in a few minutes.
Hello, Doc. I am trying to eat very healthy. I eat 1,800 calories a day. If I burn 800 calories a day, would that cause too much of a deficit considering the amount of calories eaten?
It's a great question about how many calories someone needs in the course of a day, and we have estimates. I don't think they're very accurate because a competitive bodybuilder will definitely need more calories, more protein to maintain and prevent muscle breakdown. But if someone who's not physical, doesn't have an exercise routine that they're doing every day, doesn't need a lot of energy input because they've already stored so much energy in the form of body fat. And that's the key. How does your body utilize energy input? Energy input meaning food. Your body will utilize what it needs. If it doesn't need it, guess where it's going? Storing. You're going to store fat. The liver is really wonderful at creating fat, but it's also wonderful at processing foods. Which means you ask if it's a number thing, like a mathematical equation. Of course, if I have $1,800 and I spend $800, I'm going to create a deficit. That's not how your body works. It doesn't work like a bank. Which means you have to utilize and create an environment where your body is very metabolic. It needs the energy source, and that means work out. Use your muscles. The amount of energy you put in can vary every day, but the amount of energy out is going to be constant if you are in a constant workout routine. And you'll start to find a balance. Bodybuilders, particularly, I like to use them as an example because their diet is very meticulous. Their goal is to be lean, but massive, right? So, big so, how do you lose weight? It's not that you lose weight, you lose inches. You want to be lean. That's why exercise in the form of resistance training, weightlifting is really wonderful for the body to create an energy deficit. Make sense?
After someone finishes the semaglutide treatment, what happens next?
Well, treatment doesn't have to stop. There is no finite time you have to be on to and stop it. Semaglutide is very safe. As a medication, has an excellent safety profile. Semaglutide is the generic form of Ozempic. It's also the generic form of Wegovy. Ozempic and Wegovy are semaglutide. It's just trademarked differently. Semaglutide is a once-a-week injection, but as people use it, especially in the weight loss game, we have had people use it every other week or every 3 weeks. And dosing wise, we're finding that we don't need to have this dose escalate every time a new month comes around. You can keep the same dose. It can even be as low as 0.25 milligrams, which is generally the introduction dose. And if you're getting results from it, great. But as a drug that you have to stop at a certain time, it is not like that. Because it has a once-a-week administration, it gives you kind of a clue as to how long it kind of lasts in your body. As you get to a steady state, what we call a steady state time frame, which means you can use this drug safely and effectively for a very long time. There are studies out that for this drug in heart failure, in cancer, in drug addiction. There's big things happening with this class of medications. Not only is semaglutide, but in that class of what we call glucagon-like peptide 1 receptor agonists, GLP receptor agonists.
Thank you very much, Doc, for your time. I appreciate it. Everybody else appreciates it too. And for those of you that have any more questions for the doc, please drop them in the comment section and he will answer them in future videos. Okay, if you have any questions for me about my weight loss journey, my year and 3 months as of the other day, I'm more than happy to answer them, so please feel free to drop any questions you have for me, or if you'd like to share your own personal experiences, please drop them in the comments section or write me and maybe we can have a nice conversation about them. Okay, so you guys, the summer months coming up, gotta move that body. Don't fall victim to that ice cream and water ice and, you know, feeling lazy because of that summer heat. Get off that tush and make your push. All right, carpe diem, my friends. Ciao, ciao.